What the I've been looking for the best matcha recipes for the last 12 months. Tried over 40 of them. I have always wondered, what does tea and matcha taste like together, and how can they go well together? Well, before I used to make matcha and just throw it on top of teas, it doesn't really hit that well. Today's recipe is calling for something completely different, and that is going to be the matcha cream method, and I think it's the way to enjoy tea and matcha together. Let's fucking do it. This recipe calls for a lot of patience because you have to do a cold brew of the tea leaves. Chuck a bunch of tea inside my French press. For the overnight cold brew, we're going to use a lot of purified water just to get a little bit cleaner taste. Here we go. We're gonna leave this in the fridge for overnight. Come back to make the matcha cream tomorrow. Now, to make the matcha cream, all you need is 2 tablespoons of thickened cream. What I have here is roughly about 15 mils. And then you want to sift your matcha, about 3 to 4 grams, depending on your taste preference. Cold brew will dilute some of those flavors and compete with whatever matcha flavors that you have. So you don't need to use too expensive of matcha for this recipe, because that oolong or that green tea, those flavors is going to overwhelm some of those nuances that your expensive matcha has. For the milk, I'm going to use about 40 mils of soy. You can use any other milk that you like. If you're using a full fat milk, it's going to be a lot easier to froth it up, and it's going to be much creamier compared to, let's just say, an oat that has very little fat. When you have a lot of fat in the milk becomes creamier and frothing becomes easier. This process will take about 40 seconds to a minute, depending on how strong your frother is. Don't forget to add any sweeteners if you like. For me, I'm gonna go about 5 to 7 grams of agave. Mix it one last time. Oh my God, look at the cold brew from last night. It's all came out, and look at the beautiful amber-like color. So we're gonna go 60, and then we pour over the matcha cream. Oh, what the fuck, bro? This is the fucking one, guys. I just can't believe how well it mixes with the cold brew oolong tea. You gotta try it. Like, you literally gotta try it. Tell me how you think this recipe is rating. For me, this has gotta be a 6 out of 5. This recipe, if you don't like it, something probably wrong with you.